So let me have a small introduction about myself. Okay, so as a slide introduces, okay, myself. So I am the founder as well as faculty for majority of ECEEE instrumentation subjects in our institute. I completed my MTech in 2006 from ID Madras. Okay, so I stood All India rank in GATE 2004 69 in instrumentation paper. And in this field for so many years, okay, in before even before my MTech, I started my gate coaching in 2004 actually. Okay, so with some small institutes. So later then till 2017 in fact, okay, so I served throughout India teaching in various institutes and teaching circuits, analog, digital controls, measurements. Okay, these are the main subjects I taught, okay, throughout India. Then with this passion for teaching, then I thought of making it on our own. Then we started in 2017. So we produced our first result in 2018, and then we are able to produce consistently good ranks for the students. Okay, and this continues, and hopefully this year also will have good results. Fine, Anandi and Ramya.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now let me introduce the subject. And in our institute, actually, we begin any subject from zero only. Okay, we assume ideally we know you know nothing actually. So you need not to know, no prerequisite. Maybe I will be asking whether you know this or not. It doesn't mean that you need to know that. Okay, so you can be very happy that, okay, so even if you say I know nothing, then we are happy for that. Okay, we'll begin ideally from there. Okay, yes, now let me introduce the subject. As the name implies, electric circuits. Let me begin from the foundation of a circuit first. And tell me immediately if there is any issue in tracking my voice or video, okay, or the screen displayed on your screen. Is it clear? The screen is very clear, Ramya and Anandi.
Yes.
Yes, sir. It's clear, sir.
Okay then. So let me introduce the subject now. So let me begin with first circuit. Then we'll talk about what is an electric circuit, what is an electronic circuit later. So what does fundamentally a circuit mean? The basic definition of a circuit. We're going to talk about circuits. They're going to serve a purpose. Okay, so we'll talk about all those things. First of all, what we perceive by seeing the word circuit. Yes, you can give your responses. What you feel when you see the word circuit or listen to a word called circuit. Yes, Ramya. Yes, this is going to be very interactive course. Okay, you can share your opinion whenever. Okay, required. Yes, Anandi, you can also one by one.
Any
Anyone.
path where electricity flows, any free path where electricity flows is a circuit. I think so.
Anandi, right?
Yes,
Anandi,
sir.
right?
Yes, sir. This is Anandi.
Yes, yes. Once again,
Yeah.
Anandi, what is your point?
I feel any path where current is free to flow, where electricity is free to flow, is a circuit.
Any path where electricity, where flow of electricity happens,
Yeah. Yeah.
or flow of current happens.
Flow of current.
Okay, flow of current or electricity, you want to say. Yes, whatever you perceive, yes. Okay. Yes, we merit your words. Okay, yes. Then, Ramya, what do you want to say?
Nothing, sir. It is same as that only.
Okay. So, yes. In general, forget about your engineering circuits. Okay, in general, okay, I call a circuit. Okay, so maybe, shall I call it as for example, you have a race. When you have a race, bike race or car race, what do you call that? The bike race or car race, it is going to start at one point, it is going to end at the same point or at a different point. Starting point of a race and ending point of a race is same or different?
Maybe same or different.
Okay, suppose if it is happening in a ground,
It is
Same.
if it is a ground, Okay, assuming you have a 1 kilometer race. Okay, so you have a ground, the periphery, okay, where the racers are going to run. Okay, is going to be exactly that 1 kilometer means that starting point and ending point will be same.
No, it won't be same.
I'm saying that it's a ground, so it is having a periphery of 1 kilometer. So it's a 1,000-meter race. Starting point and ending point will it be same or different?
If it is grounded, then it will be same only.
Yes. Okay, something like that you can imagine. Okay, when a starting point and ending point of a race is same. Ramya, any issue with the microphone?
No, sir.
Okay, I'm getting a lot of noises.
Oh,
Check once the connection.
okay. Sir.
Is it mobile phone or laptop?
Now it's mobile phone.
Okay then. Okay, fine. So the noise got arrested somehow. Fine then. Okay, so the point is this. So when you have a starting point of a race and ending point of a race are same, we can happily call that also as a circuit. We can also call that as a circuit. So what exactly in a common sense circuit means? It need not to be necessarily a conductor where the current flow should exist. Getting on, Anandi? Getting the
Yes, sir.
point?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
a circuit need not to be a wire where the current flow exists or flow of electricity exists or something like whatever you said. The point is when you say a circuit is fundamentally a closed path. Circuit means it's a closed path. That's the simplest definition of what is meant by a circuit. It's a closed path. So in that closed path, anything can travel. In a closed path, anything can travel. Yes, a travel should happen. Okay, it's a closed path. Okay, so if with respect to electric circuit means it is again a closed path where what is flowing, what is traveling, what is
Current.
traveling in an electric circuit.
Current is traveling.
Electric circuit, what is traveling? Current is traveling, current is flowing,
Yes, sir.
or electrons are flowing.
Yes.
Electrons.
Who are actually traveling?
Current is again electrons are the actual particles that travel, but I
Yes.
think current is again the
Okay,
flow of
electrons
electrons.
are electrons are the particles, they are in movement in that closed path. Getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what is current? Current is function of electrons only, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so movement of base, how you call current? Current is a conventional thing. The physical thing is the movement of the electrons. Okay, so if you talk about defining current, what is current? I will ask then. Okay, so current is movement of, what is current? What is
Movement.
current? Then what you will define for current?
Flow of electrons.
Yes, you will say flow of electrons. Flow of electrons. Flow of electrons. Okay, or you some other means you say. Any other way to define it? Flow of electrons. Or rate of flow in the sense it's
Flow
a
of
rate, right?
charge.
Later.
Or rate of flow of electrons.
Yeah, rate of flow of charge. Okay.
Rate of flow of charge. Or simply it's a rate of charge movement, correct?
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, so what is current fundamentally? If you go with the definitions in general, we call current denoted by I. I is equal to, we say, dq by dt, if you remember, correct? What is q? Here q represents what? Charge. Q represents charge. What is the charge? What is the unit of charge? If you remember, charge is denoted by what? Coulombs. Okay.
Coulomb.
Charge is denoted by coulombs. So electrons charge is denoted by coulombs. Okay, each electron will have a charge. Okay, when the electron is in movement, in motion, okay, in a closed path, at what rate the electrons are moving, that is the one deciding your current. Current is nothing but rate of movement of your electrons, rate of movement of the charged carriers, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is what we call as a current. So shall I say this is a rate of flow of electrons or rate of charge? Rate of flow of charge. Which one is better? Which one is
Rate
better?
of flow of charge.
Rate of flow of charge or flow of charge?
Rate of flow of charge.
Okay, but the moment I say the flow, Okay, so flow is something, okay, but how you measure the flow rate? Okay, flow rate, or there is a difference between the two, flow or flow rate. Is there any difference between the two?
Uh,
Yes.
Flow rate is associated with time, but in flow, it is generally just flow. So how much of
Okay,
that flow
just
with
flow.
respect to time
Okay,
is flow rate?
how much is flowing? At what rate it is flowing? Correct. There is a difference, right,
Yes, sir.
between flow and flow rate. Yes. So which is better then? So
Flow.
current is nothing but rate of flow of what? Charge. Rate of flow of what? Charge. What charge we talk about? The charge is because of what? Electrons. So you can also say nothing wrong. Current is nothing but rate of flow of electrons. Rate of movement of electrons, we can say. That is what making the current. Getting everyone?
Yes.
Getting on
Yes,
the?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so the point is this. First, I want to define what is meant by a circuit. Circuit is fundamentally a closed path in which what is going to travel means only electrons are going to travel. For example, if I say a simple circuit like this, okay, I have a battery. We know little as a circuit engineer. I have a battery. Say, for example, this is a 10-volt battery. I have a resistor. Say, for example, it's a 2 ohm resistor. Assuming you have little knowledge about electric circuits, if I offer a connection, I'm connecting the two terminals of the resistor to the battery. Now tell me whether it is a closed circuit or not.
Closed only.
Yes or no?
Yes, closed.
Yes, sir.
Now
It's
if
a
I
closed
remove this
circuit.
wire, is it a circuit or not?
It's just a path, but not a circuit.
It's just a path, it's not a circuit. Will the current flow exist in this?
No.
Will electron travel in this?
No.
Then what is a fundamentally definition of a circuit? It's a closed path. So
Closed
therefore,
path.
we should not call this as a circuit. Getting?
Yes, sir.
Because current flow doesn't exist. So, but by habit later we used to call it as an open circuit. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We call it as a open
Open.
circuit. We call it as an open circuit. Now the circuit itself is closed. Okay, because of by habit, we call it as an open circuit or closed circuit. Now it is a circuit now. Okay, as per the definition of a circuit, the given diagram is a circuit, correct? And definitely current flow exists. Tell me who will help us to talk about the current. Tell me how to mark my current in the circuit. I'm asking you what is the current in the circuit. How to mark the current? Either I need to mark the current in this direction or this direction.
The
First
first one.
First one. Okay, perfect. The current is going to exist this way. So let me mark this as the current. Current denoted by, it's going to be a constant current. Let me use a capital letter. Whenever something is a constant, use a capital letter. This is the closed path. In this, the current is going to exist. That is I. Can you tell me what is the magnitude of that current?
5.
Yes, Ramya.
5.
5 amps?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Anandi, what do you say?
5 amps, sir.
5 amps. Tell me how you say this. 5
What is it?
ampere current is going to flow. How you say this? Who is helping you to get this?
Ohm's law.
Yes, exactly. Getting Ramya?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes. At least, okay, we completed engineering. We should know at least the basic of Ohm's law. Yes, what is Ohm's law? What is Ohm's law?
V is equal to IR.
V is equal to I into R. That's a basic equation defining an electric circuit. The moment I introduce electric circuit, yes, I have to introduce the basic equation V is equal to I into R. But we can also manipulate from this equation if you want. This is to manipulate voltage. If you want to manipulate the current, then the equation becomes V by R. That's what you have done actually for this problem, correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can also write, suppose if I say voltage is known, current is known, can you tell me what is the resistance by using this Ohm's law? Yes, so voltage known, current is also known means if the resistance is not given, I'm hiding the resistance, then I'm saying the current is equal to, for example, 5 amps, then you will happily say the resistance is equal to,
V
10
by
volt
I.
divided by 5 amps, correct? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, we can say that. Okay, so this is 2 ohm resistor. Yes. Now you said as per the Ohm's law, voltage is equal to current into resistance, or the current is equal to the applied voltage divided by the resistance. Now let me talk about the basics. Now what I have is a simple closed circuit, and in this, as per the Ohm's law, the magnitude of the current is given. Okay, the magnitude of the current is 5 amps means, can you tell me how many electrons are in motion?
5 electrons.
5 electrons.
Yeah.
I say the current is equal to
No,
5
5.
amps. How many electrons are in motion?
5 electrons will be in motion.
Okay, whether one
No, it
electron
depends on the
movement.
number of.
Okay, so now let me get into the basic. Yes, Anandi. Okay, what is ampere? What is 1 amps? What is 1 amps? 1
One
amps.
electron. One
Already I
electron.
have given roughly an equation. Current is equal to what? Current is equal to rate of charge.
Rate of flow of
And this
charge.
is current is in ampere. 1 ampere is equal to 1 coulomb per 1 second. That's a correction. Getting everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Therefore, 1
Yes,
amps
sir.
is nothing but 1 coulomb per second is nothing. But that means what? If 1 coulomb charge is moving in this conductor, this is a conductor, the yellow is a conductor. This is a resistor. This is a source supply voltage. I'm connecting the two terminal source and two terminal resistor by using two wires. That is making a closed path, and immediately the current exists as per the Ohm's law in the circuit, the closed path. And 1 amps is nothing but 1 coulomb per second. If that is the case, 5 ampere current is existing in this means 5 coulombs are moving per what? 1 per second at any point in the closed circuit. At any point in the closed circuit, 5 coulomb charge is moving in 1 second. Getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now the question is, what is the charge of an electron?
1.6 into 10 power minus
The
19
charge of an electron is denoted by Q suffix E. E is electron, Q represents charge. So 1 electron charge. 1 electron charge, if you remember.
Yes, sir. 1.6 into 10 power minus 19
1.602 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. Exactly, that's a number. If you don't remember, yes, you can take this granted. Yes, getting now? Ramya getting this point?
Yes, sir.
So this is the charge. Now tell me, to make 1 coulomb charge, how many electrons are needed? 1 coulomb, 1 electron is going to give you only 10 power minus 19 coulomb, very, very small charge. To get 1 coulomb charge, tell me how many electrons needed.
1 divided by
1 coulomb
1.602.
divided by 1.6 roughly into 10 power minus 19 coulombs of electrons needed. Getting?
Yes,
Getting,
sir.
Ramya?
Yes, sir.
Then if you go for this, what do you get? Approximately 1 by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 will become plus 19. So it is going to become 1 by 1.6 into 10 power 19 electrons needed to make 1 coulomb charge. Understand? Yes or no? Yes, we are using metal wires. Okay, they are capable of having so many electrons. Okay, so this is going to be a wire. It is going to have a cross section. Okay, it is going to have so many atoms in it. Okay, so it is going to have so many free electrons, and definitely that is possible. Okay, the moment you have a current carrying conductor, and it must be capable of having supporting what? This 5 amps current. Okay, 5 amps current means 5 coulombs. Okay, charge is moving in 1 second, but 1 coulomb charge is because of 10 power 19 electrons. Can you tell me 1 by 1.6? Anyone? 1 by 1.6. 1 coulomb charge due to what? 1 C charge due to how many electrons? 1 by 1.6, please.
0.625.
0.625. 0.625. Otherwise, I can say 6.25 into 10 power 19 it was. So let me take 18 electrons.
Okay.
Getting Anandi and Ramya?
Yes, sir.
So 6.25 into 10 power 18 electrons will contribute 1 coulomb charge. If that is the case, 1 coulomb per second is nothing but what? 1 amps. If that is the case, 1 ampere current means how many electrons are in travel means, okay, so 6.25 into 10 power 18 electrons are moving in 1 second in any point in the closed circuit. If that is the case, 5 amps, 5 amps means 5 coulombs travel per second. So many. So let me call this as an electron cloud. Let me call it as an electron cloud. Cloud is a big thing, correct? Don't take otherwise. Okay, getting?
Yes.
Okay, such an electron cloud is traveling in 1 second. So 5 coulomb means if you call this as one cloud, 5 times the cloud is traveling per second in the conductor. So it is going to be 5 into technically 6.25 into 10 power 18 electrons are traveling. That is what contributing 5 ampere current. Getting now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what is the correction in the understanding, Ramya? It is not one electron contributing 1 ampere, correct?
Yes, sir.
Because one electron is not contributing 1 coulomb charge. Therefore, 5 amps doesn't mean that 5 electrons are traveling per second. Getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so such an electron cloud is traveling in this. That's an important understanding. Now let me come back to this point. Tell me whether this is clear. What is mean by a circuit is clear?
Yes, sir.
It's a closed path in which who is traveling with respect to electric circuit, who is traveling, electrons are traveling. Now tell me where they are starting and where they are ending. Let me redraw the circuit once again. You said the direction of the current already. This is the given circuit. The resistance given is 2 ohms. The excitation is 10 volt. You said the current is traveling this way, 5 ampere. Okay. Now tell me how the electron is moving, how the
Opposite
electrons are
to
traveling.
opposite to the direction of current.
Opposite to the direction of the current. This is the direction of your current, correct?
Yes.
Yes, tell me how the
Yes, sir.
electrons are moving. This is the current. How the electrons are moving then? Opposite?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This way?
Opposite to the.
This way?
Yes, sir.
So electrons are positively charged or negatively charged?
Negative.
Negatively charged. That's how they are moving now. Okay. Why they are moving this way? Why? This is the starting point of the travel. This is the ending point. Anyway, it is starting from the source, ending at the source, correct?
Yes.
Yes, starting from the source. So this is start. This is where it starts leaving, and this is where it starts what? Entering. Again, it is what the source is doing actually. What the source is doing actually.
The positive
The
terminal is
electrons
at.
are continuously in motion.
Yeah.
These electrons are continuously in motion. So 5 coulombs contributing electrons traveling per second. Okay, in this loop. Okay, that's a motion. At what rate they are moving? This is a rate. So many electrons are moving per second. What the source is doing actually in the circuit?
Is attracting the electron towards the positive terminal.
Yes, electrons are attracted in the positive terminal and they are repelled in what? Negative terminal. Point is, what is the point here? Like charges will repel. Unlike charges will
Repel each other. Attract each
unlike
other.
charges will attract. Okay, so I'm assuming when I say the battery, this is a positive charge point and this is a negative charge point, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So from this negative electrons negative, it is getting repelled. So then it is making the movement and it is getting attracted here. But after the attraction, plus is attracting, minus is repelling, correct? If that is the case, why this movement is continuous here? What exactly it is doing? What exactly the source is doing? Tell me what exactly the source is doing.
It is initiating a current in the.
Okay, now let me ask you a simple question. When I give you a simple source like this, then what this plus represents, minus represents. I'm saying this is a 10-volt battery. What does this plus represents? What does this minus represents?
Where the current originates from and where it ends.
No, this is not connected to the circuit. I'm just pointing a battery. That's all.
In a
I'm keeping
positive
it.
term,
It is not connected to any circuit. Tell me what is this positive terminal points and what is this negative terminal points? Represents what? Positive means what? Negative represents what? Okay, fine then. I'll ask you another question. Can you tell
sure,
me
sir.
what is, okay, if you're not able to, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Yes, what is the bottom potential and what is the top potential? Can you tell me? I'm giving you a battery that is 10 volt. It's a two terminal. I'm asking what is the top terminal potential and bottom terminal potential. Potential means voltage. What is the voltage at the top terminal? What is the voltage at the bottom terminal?
10 and minus 10.
Okay.
10 and 0, I think.
10 and
0 volt. 10 volt at a 1 point and 0 volt at 1 point.
10.
No, actually it would be 10 volt
10
across the
and
terminal.
0, one choice. Okay. You can make it another choice also, no problem. Yes, Ramya, what do you want to say? 10 and minus 10.
Yes.
You want to say 10 and minus 10, Ramya?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Anandi, your choice? 10 and?
10 across both, sir.
10 across?
Both the terminals.
Okay. You want to say 10 volts across?
Both the terminals.
Do you want to say this is 10 volt like this?
Yes, sir.
That means if I say this is the point VA and this is the point VB, what do you want to say, Anandi, now?
There has to be a potential difference across both the points in order for current to flow, but I'm not sure because this is just a
Yes, I'm
voltage
giving you
source.
the
I'm not
battery
sure how to
source.
put it
10
in words.
volt battery I'm giving.
Okay.
What this 10 volt represents? That's my question.
The potential difference across both the points is 10 volts.
Coming to that point. Okay, so this 10 volt is talking about getting Ramya. The 10 volt is nothing but the potential difference existing between the top terminal and what? Bottom
What?
terminal. Then what you should call this as? You should call this as VA minus VB. That is the potential difference. That is what given us 10 volt. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Then what is this plus represents? What is this minus represents? That's my question. What is the plus represents? What is the minus represents? I'm calling this as VA, calling this as VB. Now you know this is terminal A and this is terminal B, and I can say VAB is equal to VA minus VB, that is equal to 10 volt, and comfortably calling this as a potential
Difference.
difference. Correct, Anandi?
Yes, sir.
That's a potential difference. But by habit, tell me why you say the top is positive and bottom is negative here. What it implies? The positive and negative. Yes, this is positive, I'll say this is positive. This is negative, this is, I'll say negative. What this positive and negative implies in a battery? The terminals are labeled as A and B. Can you comment on A and B terminals?
The potential at VA is greater than the potential at VB.
Okay, VA is greater than VB. Agree? Or VB is greater than VA? Ramya.
VA is greater.
Okay, if that is the logic, tell me what you want to say by common sense. Okay, now another question is remaining unanswered. Can you tell me what is VA and what is VB? As you said earlier, okay, so VAB should be equal to 10 volt, and I'm asking what is VA and VB. Okay, so if I say VA minus VB, I'm saying it is equal to 10 volt. If that is the case, can you tell me what is VA and VB values are?
Yes, like you can tell me.
Yes, You said something other than this, Ramya. You said VA is plus 10, VB is what? Minus 10. If you go with that, you will end up with 20 volt supply
Yeah.
difference. That is fundamentally a mistake, correct? Therefore,
Mhm.
this is wrong, correct?
Yes, sir.
Because the potential difference is only what? 10.
10.
But you are saying what? Top is 10, bottom is minus 10. Okay, these are the basic things we need to correct. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes, this may be fine, but I won't agree with this also, Anandi. Okay, this may be fine. Okay,
Yes.
but if you go for that, this is VA, you are saying VA equal to 10 and VB equal to what? 0. But this will satisfy at least this requirement. Getting Anandi?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this satisfies the requirement. It is still the 10 volt. 10 volt minus 0 is equal to 10. Yes, you can be happy with, but still I'm not happy with your answer.
Because we don't know the exact value that is present at
Yes.
VA and VB.
Okay, then what else you can say about a battery? You are buying a 1.5 volt battery in a shop, and can you tell me what is the top potential of that battery and bottom potential of the battery? Means we can't say. We can't say. Okay, correct, because this is in air. This is in air. Both are floating potentials. Okay, one what we can comment is only the potential difference we can comment. We can't comment on VA and what? VB.
VB.
Getting the point?
Yes, sir.
They are floating, they are in the air. The two terminals are in the air. When the terminals are in the air, we can comment only on the potential difference. We can't comment on the point potential at point A and point B. Point A potential cannot be commented, point B potential cannot be commented. What we can say is VA minus VB equal to 10. So I have one equation, that is VA minus VB equal to 10. But the question is, what is VA and what does VB means? It is an infinite solution problem. Getting?
Yes,
Getting?
sir.
It isn't, because when you have two unknowns, you need two equations minimum. Getting? Pure mathematics now. When you
Yes,
have
sir.
two unknowns, you need two equations to solve them, to solve for the two unknowns. But what we have is only one equation. With only one equation, we can't solve for two unknowns. That means it's an infinite solution problem. Okay?
Yes,
Yes or
sir.
no? How many solutions exist for this? Means infinite solution. Why infinite solution? The first solution is as you said. Okay, so this is my VB and this is my VA. So then I need to maintain VA minus VB equal to what? 10 means the first solution is VB is 0 means VA equal to 10. If VB is minus 10, VA will become 0. Will you agree if I say this is my battery plus minus means I'll say the bottom is minus 10. I'm saying the top is 0, but still the potential difference is what? This is plus and this is minus, and still I will say the difference is 10 volt. Yes or no? Anandi, getting the point?
Yes, sir.
Is this wrong?
No, sir. This is also one possible argument.
Yes, it's a possible argument. Possible solution. Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir.
It's a
Yes.
possible solution. Nothing wrong. Even if I say plus minus, this is 10 volt mean, I will say the top potential is plus 5 volt. Bottom potential is minus 5 volt. Ramya, you should have said this. Instead of plus 10 and minus 10. Plus 5 and minus 5. Getting? Getting,
Yes,
Ramya?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, this is making the difference. Yes. Okay, what is that? This is the point potential VA and this is the point potential VB. The difference is, what is my VA here? I'm saying VA equal to plus 5 volt. I'm saying VB equal to what? Minus 5 volt. Then automatically the difference VAB is equal to what? VA minus VB. That is equal to 5 minus of minus 5 will give me 10 volt again. Getting?
Yes, sir.
Getting, Anandi? Ramya, getting?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, like this I can go for infinite solutions. Okay, that's what I say. So it's an infinite solution problem. So when a battery is given, we don't know what is the top terminal and we don't know the bottom terminal. Then what is the point the plus and minus are making? What is the point the plus and minus are making? Plus represents, out of all the examples you can compare, you can make a conclusion now. Okay, many examples are given. Yes, we can make the conclusion now. Yes, what is the top potential? 0. What is the bottom potential? Minus 10. Who is higher potential? Who is lower potential?
VA is
Positive terminal has the
No, I'm asking, I'm giving 0, I'm
higher
giving minus 10.
potential
Who
and
is higher
lower
number? Who is lower number?
0 is higher and -10 will be lower.
0 is higher number, minus 10 is lower number. Here who is higher, who is lower?
The positive terminal.
Plus
Minus
5 is higher number,
Higher.
minus 5 is lower number.
Lower number.
So what this plus and minus represents mean? The plus terminal represents higher potential. The minus represents what? Lower
Lower.
potential. Understand everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So the plus represents higher potential point, minus represents what? Lower potential point. That's what it means. Okay, getting?
Yes, sir.
So now let me come back to the circuit. This is plus, this is minus. Another important fundamental is given. This is higher potential, this is lower potential. Now this is given as 10 volt means. Now let me add something. Let me connect this to a ground. Tell me what is it? This is called a ground. What is the ground potential?
0.
Now can you tell me what is the top potential? I am forcing my VB to 0. Now we
Yep.
can happily comment on VA. This is not going to have infinite solution because already you have an equation, one equation, VA minus VB equal to what? 10. Now I am giving you VB equal to 0. I'm asking you what is VA? Easy job.
10.
What is VA now? 10.
10.
Infinite solution or only one finite solution?
One
Finite.
solution.
Now only
One solution.
one finite solution. What is this actually? What is this actually? So how you are able to comment on the top potential? If I create a reference, this is a reference. This is called as a reference. If I create a reference with this reference voltage, you can comment on the higher potential. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, without creating this reference, both are floating potential. We can't comment on anyone. That will always result in infinite solution. Getting the point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, easy, Anandi?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I can also raise another question now. Can you answer now? I'm giving the same problem. This is a 20 volt battery for a change. Okay, so now I'm connecting this to ground. Can you tell me what is the bottom potential?
Negative 20.
Minus 20. Why? Because this is VA, A point, and this is B point. VA is equal to 0 and VB equal to what now? That's a question. But still, who remains positive? Who remains higher? Who remains lower? The source will say. Source will say this is higher and this is what? Lower. Correct? And still it is going to
Yes.
obey the equation VA minus VB equal to what? The 20 volt. Correct? But what is made 0? VA is made 0. Getting Ramya?
Yes, sir.
VA
Yes,
is
sir.
made 0 means automatically substitute in this. You will get minus VB equal to 20. Then VB will become automatically minus 20. Correct?
Yes, sir.
That is pure mathematics. And tell me, Anandi, how you got the answer instantly as minus 20? The moment I shown the circuit, you have said immediately it is minus 20.
Yes,
Tell me
sir.
how you said it. Negative 20. What logic
Previously,
you
you
played
told
with?
that the positive terminal. Yes, sir. You told that VA is always has a greater potential than VB. So if that is
Yes.
ground, so obviously VB will be negative 20, right? So that's why.
Okay. The logic is this. The logic is this. What is this potential here? 0 volt. So from 0, who is higher potential? Who is lower potential? The top is higher potential. Bottom is what? Lower potential. Now you are moving from lower to higher or higher to lower. Because who is unknown? This is the unknown. Who is the known? This is the known. So from the known,
Yes,
you are
sir.
going to the unknown. When you are going from known to unknown, whether the potential increases or decreases. This is known. You are going from known to unknown. When you are moving from known to unknown, potential increasing or decreasing?
It is increasing.
Increasing, because this you are in the lower potential side. You are moving to the higher potential side. When you are moving from lower potential to higher potential, simply add. So this is 0 plus 10. Easy? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now here you are at higher potential or lower potential?
Higher potential.
Plus will say where you are. Plus is higher potential. Now we are moving to lower potential. Then what would be the result then? Then moving to lower means do subtract. So 0 minus 20 will be this answer. That's a logic. Getting?
Yes, sir.
Getting, Ramya? Following this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is how you need to have the habit. So whenever you want to find a point potential, if one reference is created, you should know how to comment on the other. Now I'll give you another simple example. Plus minus, minus plus. I'm connecting this to the reference. Okay, I'm saying this is 5 volt. I'm saying this is 2 volt. Can you tell me what is this point potential? What we are talking about is now the point potential concept. Very important in circuit analysis.
3 volt, I think so.
Yes, option A, let me take as 3 volt. Anandi, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, Ramya, what is your call?
It's no, I don't. It's -3.
Okay, then. Yes, Harini, can you answer? If possible, you can answer. Harini, it's audible? Okay, if possible, you can answer. Okay, so that you can also join the interaction. Yes, so Anandi, now we can -3, Anandi.
Yes, sir. I agree. It's -3 because the negative. I
Okay,
got
change
it.
your mind now. Okay,
Yeah.
then. Okay, then. Okay, so why it should be -3? Tell me what is the play now. So what is this point potential? Let me call this as point A and this is point B. Arbitrarily can take some points. Yes, now tell me what is the point A potential? Call it as VA. Tell me what is VA? A point potential, VA. What is VA?
0.
0 volt. Now tell me what is a B point potential?
5 minus -3.
I have given already the logic. Already given the logic. Are you going from lower to higher or higher to lower? Refer only this battery. What is the bottom potential? 0. Is it higher or lower? Plus represents it is higher. Correct?
Yes.
So 0 is a higher potential. Now you are moving to lower. When you are moving from higher to lower, subtract or add?
Subtract.
Subtract. Then what is that? 0 minus 5. Correct?
-5.
0 minus 5 is this point potential. So this becomes -5. Check it once if you want. I have to say this is higher and this is what? Lower. And then what is this? VA. And what is this? VB. Then what is this difference? VAB. What is that? VAB? VA minus VB. So what is VA? 0. What is VB? You said -5. You can check it. -5. Then what is the result then? Minus of -5 will become 5 volt.
Plus.
Yes, that's correct. So when you get a number positive, your assumption or convention is correct. After giving plus and minus, you need to go from higher potential to lower potential. That's what potential difference is. What is the potential difference? How we mark the potential difference? Potential difference always marked in such a way that you go from higher potential minus lower potential. Getting?
Yes, sir.
Higher potential denoted by positive terminal and lower potential denoted by what? Negative terminal. Easy?
Yes.
Getting? Getting right? All of you getting right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now tell me what is the C point potential? That's a way to play. Now we know this potential is -5. Is it lower or higher? See this battery now. Refer the 2 volt battery because you are moving to the C point now. Now refer this battery. So that -5 is lower point or higher point? Higher potential or lower potential?
It is lower.
Lower potential.
Lower.
Now you are moving to the higher side, right? Then you are moving from lower potential point to higher potential point. You need to add or subtract?
Add.
Add. Then -5 plus 2 will be your answer. Then it will be
Fine.
-3.
-3 only. Getting? Able to follow already?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, Anandi, easy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let me come back to the circuit I have given originally. Now you got the clarity. What is happening in this? I have connected a 10 volt battery be a simple resistor of what? 2 ohms. Okay. Now you are happy to say, as per the Ohm's law, the current flowing in the circuit is equal to what? Ready? You said that. What is that? 5 amps as per the Ohm's law. And you know the electrons are traveling this way, correct? That's your
Yes.
electron travel. Okay. Now you have to convince yourself what exactly the source is doing. I raised this question, but I didn't answer it there. Before that, you need to understand what exactly the source is doing. Yes, you understood what the source is doing. And this is a higher potential point. And this is higher potential point. And this is a lower potential point. Your electrons are repelled from the lower potential point and coming to higher potential point. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Understand? Now
Yes,
tell
sir.
me what the source is doing in the circuit. What the source is doing in the circuit. Okay. Tell me what is this point potential? Higher potential or lower potential? Higher potential. Because this is plus. This is also plus. This is minus. This is also minus. Correct? How the
Yes.
electrons are moving? Electrons are moving in this resistor from lower to higher or higher to lower?
Lower to higher.
In the resistor, lower
Lower.
to higher. Correct? In
Yes.
the source, how the electrons are moving? Higher to lower,
Lower.
because the higher potential point is attracting the electrons. Correct? It is attracting and this is repelling. That's how the electron movement is there. Okay, the current flow is opposite to the electron movement. So we are going to answer the important question, why the conventional current should be opposite to the electron flow. Why we are not taking the current in the current electron flow, why we are taking opposite to the electron flow. This is what we say as the current. Why the current flow is always against electron flow. Can you answer, anyone? Okay, that is the second question we are going to answer. First, the question is what the source is doing. What the source is doing in the circuit. And why current direction is opposite to the electron flow direction. We'll answer this question next. Yes, as a circuit engineer, the basic things you need to know. What source is doing?
Pushing the electrons.
Pushing the electrons from lower potential to?
Higher
Higher.
potential.
Yes, pushing the electron from lower potential to?
Higher potential.
Now tell me, in your home, what the mechanical pump is doing. In your home, what the mechanical pump is doing. The one which is pumping the water from
It comes.
your sump to overhead tank. You are pumping the water from sump to overhead tank. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
it is
sir.
pumping. So tell me where the pressure is more.
At the lower, at the sump, the pressure is more
Okay.
because water is
Okay.
moving
Now I
from
will ask you another question. Water flow will naturally happen from tank to sump or sump to tank.
tank to
Water
sump.
flow naturally will happen. If any flow happens, will it happen from higher altitude to lower altitude
No, from
or lower altitude to higher altitude? Let me put the
higher
question
altitude to
differently.
lower altitude.
This is a natural flow, correct?
Yes.
Natural flow is always happening in what? Higher altitude to lower altitude, correct? But what is the pump is doing? The mechanical pump is doing, okay, pumping action. Okay, it is from lower altitude to higher
Higher
altitude, correct?
altitude.
Now when flow happens, tell me where the pressure is more. In this flow, where the pressure is more.
Higher altitude.
Okay, the liquid stagnated at the higher altitude or lower altitude. The simple reason why rain always comes down, why it is not going up above the cloud, it is coming down. Okay, the another intelligent answer is the gravity. That one reason, but we should not pinpoint that way. Due to gravity, we get something else. Yes, that's why the flow happens down. Rain always comes down because it is happening from flow from higher altitude to lower altitude. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, mechanically it's a higher head to lower head. What is that actually? This is a pressure P2 and this is a pressure P1. Tell me where the pressure is more. Higher
P-
altitude? A
Yes.
liquid stagnated at higher altitude
Yes, sir.
and then lower altitude. It's a free tap. Okay, flow automatically comes from overhead tank to the tap once you open it. Yes or no?
Yes.
Then who is where the pressure is more?
P2.
The liquid at higher altitude, correct? Automatically it comes down. So what is the natural flow? Natural flow always happens from higher pressure to lower
Low.
pressure. Agree everyone?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A natural flow of something always, it's a common sense thing. Flow of something happens always from higher to lower, higher altitude to lower altitude, or higher pressure to lower pressure. Similar to that only we made the current flow. What is the current flow? Current flow is in this direction. This is higher potential and this is what? Lower potential. That's a conventional flow direction. Getting everyone?
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes,
a
sir.
conventional flow. Any flow of liquid will happen conventionally only from higher potential to lower potential. But here it is higher pressure to lower pressure. Agree? Similar to this. Okay. But if you want to push something from lower pressure to higher pressure, you need a pump. Yes or no?
Yes.
Then tell me what the source is doing in the circuit.
Pushing.
Yes, it is pushing the electrons. Instead of simply pushing, can I call it is pumping the electrons? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes,
Then
sir.
what do you say shortly about the source? The source is simply acting as an
Electron.
electron pump.
Pump.
Yes, it is keep on pumping the electron from lower potential to higher potential. That is an important understanding. Okay, so the source is acting as an electron pump. So the electron movement happens from lower potential to higher potential. The conventional current flow is taken from higher potential to lower potential. Both the questions answered.
Yes, sir.
The source is
Yes,
doing
sir.
what? And why the current flow is always opposite to the electron flow. Current flow is conventional flow. That's why we always assume it is higher potential to lower potential. Whereas electron flow, because of electron pump, because of the electromotive force, it's electromotive force very technically, correct? Yes or
Yes.
no? So because of this electromotive force or electron motive force, it is acting as an electron pump. So it is happening from lower potential to higher potential. That's a very important understanding with respect to electric circuits. Why the conventional current flow direction always opposite to the electron flow? Reason is current, any natural flow or conventional flow always from higher to lower. Higher potential to lower potential or higher pressure to lower pressure. Easy?
Sir.
Easy everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let me turn to the point potential concept. Before that, now you understood what is mean by a circuit. Okay, it's well understood. Circuit is once again, it's a closed path with respect to electric circuit. With respect to electric circuit. Okay, so setting the overall objectives, getting sometimes to the inner detail whenever necessary. It's a closed path where what flow of electrons exists. Agree? Better statement.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Then
sir.
what is the current? Definition of the current. It is rate of flow of
Flow of electron charge.
electrons. Okay. So this is electrons are having a charge and rate of flow of electrons is coulombs per second. That is what giving you what? Ampere. Okay. So 1 coulomb per second is nothing but 1 ampere, another unit of the fundamental current unit fundamental. Okay. So we'll define everything. Now let me come back to the fundamental because I need to define what is an electric circuit now. Circuit is understood. Tell me what is an electric circuit? Why you need an electric circuit? Yes, let me introduce the subject now. You understood what is circuit, in which what is going to travel, okay, how the travel happens. You also understood the potential difference. What is the point potential concept? Little, okay, we'll talk about them in detail. Now tell me What an electric circuit. Why you need an electric circuit? Tell me why you need an electric circuit. You can also answer now. What is electricity? What is electricity? What is electricity? Yes, Anandi. If any fan adjacent to it, better slow down reduce the speed of the fan.
Yes, sir.
Wind noise also may create some noise. Electricity, no idea.
It is just a flow of electrons in the same.
Again, okay. Better answer I'm expecting. Basic thing. Yes or no?
Form of.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
It's an
sir.
energy source. Electricity is a source of energy. It's a form of energy, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
no electricity. Do we have energy to run your lights, bulb, computer, AC, whatever you have, any home appliances? Can you run?
No, sir.
No. You need energy to run something, right? Some work is done. When a work is done, you to complete a work or to do a work, you need some energy. Yes or no?
Yes.
Maybe you may need it after 10 to 15 minutes because it's time for dinner. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, without that we can't. Yes, we have to be always energetic. We have to be energized. There must be a source of energy. So electricity is a form of energy. Okay, energy is available in the form of electricity. So electricity means it's a form of energy. Okay, electrical form of energy. That's what we say. What is that? Better definition? Electricity is nothing but
Form.
electrical form of energy. Okay, which is available in terms of current voltage, and how it is converted into energy will connect all those things soon. Then what exactly an electric circuit is doing? A simple example, let me pinpoint. Fan is an electric circuit. A tube light, a bulb, okay, you can say a tube light. Nowadays tube lights are replaced by LED lamps. Okay, so fan is an uh, electric circuit, tube light is an electric circuit, air conditioner is an electric circuit. Yes, your washing machines, okay, TV. Yes or no? Yes
Yes,
or
sir.
no?
Yes.
Yes, like that I can pinpoint so many electric circuit, but fan is purely electric circuit. Air conditioner may, even fan also nowadays using some electronic components. Tube light is also using electronic components. Then it's not purely electric circuit. It's a circuit exploiting both electric and what? Electronic circuit. In general, with respect to electric circuit, what do you want to say? So assuming, okay, so the olden, very old fan may not be having some electronic elements in it. So then fan, what it is doing? It's an electric circuit. What it is doing? A tube light, incandescent lamp. What it is doing? Incandescent lamp. Probably you remember this. Yes or no? Yes or no? Remember?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes. What this electrical appliances are doing? What they are doing? All are excited
Convert
by
electricity to another form
your
of energy.
230 volt, 50 hertz. What AC supply available in our board? Correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is the supply to our home? What is the power supply to our home? In detail, it's a single phase, 230 volt. Then what? 50
50.
hertz AC supply. That's what we say. Okay, we are not getting into the debate. Why we are going for AC instead of DC, all those things. What is this 230? It's a voltage. Okay, that is representing your energy. So 230 is the voltage that is representing your energy. How we convert the 230 volt supply into energy, we'll see. But I'm talking about what is an electric circuit. So anyone tell me what purpose an electric circuit is serving? I have given fan as an example. Tell me what fan is doing. Fan is an electric circuit. What it is doing? What is
Converts.
the input?
One more thing, electrical
Input
and
to the fan is electrical supply. So call it as electrical energy. Then what is the output of the fan? Fan is a system. It is doing something. It is doing what? Energy conversion. It is doing energy conversion. What energy conversion? It is converting the supply voltage, electrical supply voltage into mechanical rotation. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then what is the output energy form? Mechanical rotation. What is this? Mechanical energy. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. If you go in detail, without torque, you can't make angular velocity. So torque is a mechanical parameter. Okay. You need to, if you want to rotate something, you need the torque. Okay. I'm not getting into the detail of mechanical side. So what a fan is doing means it is simply converting electrical energy into mechanical energy.
Mechanical.
It is doing what electric circuits are fundamentally doing for us means. Is that your answer? What an electrical circuit is doing means it is performing what? Energy. What? Conversion. It is converting electrical form of energy into suitable form, whatever we want. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Then what about air conditioner? ACs. What is the input? Again, electrical supply. What is the output? Air conditioner. Air conditioner controlling the room temperature. What air conditioner supplies? Air conditioner gives you chilled air. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. What is actually the chilled air? That's output. What is the chilled air? What it is controlling actually? What it is
Temperature.
controlling actually?
Temperature.
Temperature. Then what is that energy?
Heat energy.
Heat energy. In general.
Thermal energy.
In general. Getting?
Yes.
What is that? Thermal energy. It is converting electrical supply, that's electrical energy, into what? Thermal energy. So this appliance, okay, this home appliance, air conditioners, converting electrical energy into what? Thermal energy. So like this, electric circuits has to be designed to perform energy conversion. What is the name of a one converting one form of energy into another form of energy? Very technically, an element which is converting one form of energy into another form of energy. What is the name of this element? Yes. What do you call this? What is this process?
Energy. Conservation.
One form of energy into an element which can convert one form of energy into another form of energy is known as. What is this process? This process is known as very technically what? What is that?
Construction.
Transduction. Okay, this was very technically known as transduction. In general, that element is known as transducer. Okay, it is known as transducer, but we don't call them as transducers. These are all transducers. Fan is a transducer. It is doing transduction, converting electrical form of energy into mechanical form of energy. AC is also a transducer, converting electrical form of energy into what? Thermal energy. What your tube light is doing? Tube light. Tube light. Or light. What light is doing? What light is doing? Light as an appliance. It's an electric circuit. What it is doing? Input is again electrical energy. What is the output?
Light.
Yes, light energy. So that's how we exploit all our electric circuits. Okay, I think I have given enough number of examples to understand what electric circuits, what purpose electric circuits are, okay, serving for us. Agree, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All of you getting this point? So electric circuits hereafter means, okay, in your mind should be recorded this way. Electric circuits are simply, what do you want to say now? I've given a lot of explanation. What do you want
Energy
to say now?
converters.
Yes, better name. They are doing, yes, common sense name, they are energy converters. Yes, better name. Instead of
Trans
calling them as energy converters, better name.
Electric circuits.
No, better name. Electric circuits
Transducers.
or better name.
converters.
Energy processors. Better call them as energy processors. They process the energy and they may convert into any other suitable form of energy, whatever we demand from them. Accordingly, you need to design your electric circuit. Understood? Electric circuits should be known as energy processors. Like signal processor, what it process? Signals it is processing. Analog signal processor, digital signal processor, a processor, you call right? Yes or no? Are you getting? Following Anandi, Ramya?
Sir.
Following right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so like that, nothing wrong. Okay, you can happily call electric circuits as energy processes. They process the energy and convert electrical energy. The input to all electric circuits is electrical energy, and they convert into any other suitable form or a desirable form of energy. What about speakers? Yes, speakers, microphone, speakers. What is microphone? Speaker and microphone are doing the opposite job. What a speaker is doing, what microphone is doing. Yes, very relevant. We are using them now for the online class. What the microphone is doing, what the speaker is doing. Can you tell me? Are they electrical circuit or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
They are electrical circuit. What is the input to the speaker?
Electric.
Electrical signal. Electrical signal we are giving. Is it electrical signal? Yes, it is going to be voltage only or current, correct?
Yes.
Exciting the speaker, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then what is the output?
Noise energy, noise signal.
Output of the speaker. Voice you are getting. You're not getting noise from your speaker. You're getting my voice. Yes or no?
Sound in
Yes. What is that? My voice is what is a form of energy? Voice. Voice is form of what energy?
Sound energy.
Sound energy. Sound engineering, we have a field separately known as sound engineering. Sound engineers are there. Okay, but that is not sound engineering. Sorry, sound energy. Better. Yes. What is that?
Acoustics. Okay.
Agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
yes, sir.
Acoustic signal. What you get is acoustic signal. Very technical. Okay, common sense you can say sound. Okay, a better name is okay acoustic. That includes your voice, music, everything. Yes or no? What about microphone? Reverse. Reverse of the speaker. What is the input to the microphone? Acoustic energy. Correct?
Yes.
Yes, it
Yes,
is
sir.
picking your voice.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
it is
sir.
also an electric circuit. Okay. So it is input is acoustic. Okay. It is going to have a mechanical diaphragm. When you speak adjacent to the microphone, it is going to vibrate. And that vibration is converted into what? Into what? Electrical
Electrical
signal.
signal.
Electrical signal. Yes. They're all transducers. Speaker is a transducer. It is converting one form of energy into another form. This is also converting one form of energy into another form. Okay. A microphone. Let me say like this. Okay. Understood? Ready?
Yes.
Fine. So like this, so many electric circuits are serving a purpose. Okay. But simply they are energy processors. Okay. Clear? So this is microphone is not processing energy, because when I talk about the processing energy, you have to convert that into energy in the form of what is the unit of energy?
Chill.
Unit of energy, joules or joules, you say shortly, represent by capital J. Any unit you represent by capital letter. Okay. Current, capital A. Voltage, capital V. Energy, capital J. Power, capital W,
W.
represents
Watt.
watts. Okay, we'll talk about power. I have not yet introduced. Amps I have, volt I have, joule also I need to introduce properly. Okay, Now let me talk about these parameters. Okay, once again. So I need to connect all these electrical parameters. So given the best definition possible for electric circuit. So electric circuits are energy processors. That's a point to be taken. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let me slowly introduce other parameters. Tell me what is energy. Have a proper definition of energy. What is energy? Hope you have energy to answer this. Yes? Yes or
Yes.
no? Yes, you have. You have the energy, but you need to have the idea, okay, to answer this. What is energy?
Rate of work done.
Rate of work done is energy utilization. Getting Anandi?
Okay.
Anandi, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what is energy? Define energy. Basic thing.
We need energy for any activity. I mean, to do any activity, any sort of activity, we need an energy. We need a source of power. So,
Capacity to do work.
Easy.
yes, sir.
To accomplish a task. Capacity to, do you have capacity to do some work? What is that? Energy. Do you have energy? Either capacity or energy, you can say. Do you have energy or do you have capacity to perform a task? You can perform a task only when you are energetic. Otherwise, you can't do it. Means what? You have some energy. You can convert that energy into work. Yes or no? What is work? Work done. What is the unit of work done? What is the unit of energy? Joules. What is the unit of work done? What is work done? Work done is nothing but what? Energy spent. All of you getting? Yes or no? Following?
Yep.
Getting? Getting everyone?
So
So work done is
Yes,
also
sir.
going to be in joules. So that is nothing but energy spent. So energy hereafter is, it's need not to be electrical energy or mechanical energy. Energy in common sense means its capacity to perform a task or to do work or for a work done. Capacity for better work done may not be a right statement. Capacity to do work or to perform a task is a better statement for energy. Better definition of energy is measured in joules. Energy is also related to the work done. Without energy, no work can be done. Without energy, no work can be done. Agree, everyone? Then comes the better, sorry, the next term. What is that? Power. Now we can say that definition happily, Anandi. What is that definition you said for energy earlier? Rate of.
Work done.
Rate of. Rate of. What is power? Rate of work done. Correct.
Yes, sir.
Rate of work done. Or you can say rate of what? Rate of
Energy.
utilization of energy. Okay. Rate of utilization of energy. Of energy. At what rate you are spending your energy. Okay. And what is the unit? What is the symbol? What is the letter for energy? Yes, later we are going to talk about energy stored in element, stored in inductor, stored in capacitor. There you should not have it out. So now itself define everything. Energy defined by what letter?
E.
Capital E.
Yes.
Capital E.
But capital E is going to represent our battery. Later, yes or no? Yes or no? What is energy? Work done. It is denoted by capital W only. Agree? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Energy is work done denoted by a letter W. Okay. If any confusion happens with the unit of power, because unit of power is also in what? Watts, then you can change this symbol. Okay. But by default, energy is denoted by capital W. And power is denoted by what? Capital P. Correct? And that is having the unit watts. Okay, but don't get confused, because sometimes power we never say in terms of W, so therefore there won't be any confusion between watts and, sorry, energy and power. Okay, so W represents energy, and capital P represents what? Power, and capital I represents current, and capital V represents what? Voltage. Correct? But in fact, to represent voltage, we should not represent by V. We need to represent by what? E. Getting? E is EMF. E stands for EMF. That's why a battery is denoted by E. Getting? Its unit is in volts. Okay, what is the unit of current? It is in amps. Correct? But by habit, somehow, instead of using E as a voltage representation, we use V. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Sometimes supply voltage Vs, sometimes input voltage Vn, but actually we need to call them as supply voltage Es and supply voltage what? En, something like that only we need to call, because that is representing EMF. Is this point clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so by standard, energy represented by W, power represented by what? Watts. So what is watts? What is 1 watt? Tell me, what is 1 watt? What is 1 watt? You know 1 amps. What is 1 amps? 1 amps is already well defined. What is that? 1 coulomb per second. Yes, that's rate of flow of electrons. And what is 1 watt? Definition
Joule.
is already given. Rate of work done. What is rate of work done? dW by dt. Understand? What is W? Energy. dW by dt. What is that?
Joules per
Joules
second.
per second.
Second.
Yes. What is 1 watts then? 1 watt is nothing but 1 joule per 1 second. Understand? Agree?
Yes, sir.
That's a proper power definition. 1 watts is nothing but 1 joule per second. Okay. So energy defined, power defined, current defined, charge known, because current is function of the charge. Okay. And voltage has to be defined. How to define a voltage? What is voltage? We take a next slide. I have to define what is mean by a battery, very technically, electromotive force. Can you define electromotive force? Shortly, we remember as what? We remember as what? EMF. And what is the unit of EMF? Unit. All of you.
Volt.
Volts. Can you tell me what is 1 volt?
The potential difference required for a 1 ampere current to flow
Potential difference required for 1 ampere current flow.
between 2 points.
Okay. So I have 2 points, and here you want to say the potential difference is equal to 1 volt means 1 amp. Then you are violating Ohm's law, because V is equal to, otherwise I is equal to V by R. Without mentioning a resistor, how we can talk about the current then? Getting, Anandi?
Yes, sir. So the current, I mean 1 volt is the potential difference required for 1 ampere current to flow
Through a 1 ohm resistor, you
through a
want to say.
resistance of 1 ohm.
That means you are talking about Ohm's law only, right? Getting?
Yes, sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
not the formal definition of EMF. What does mean by electromotive force? Electromotive force properly defined already. Okay, it is an electron pump, correct? Electromotive force is what? Electron pump.
In
It is an
electron.
electron pump. You have to talk in terms of electron charge. At least you need to talk in terms of charge instead of electrons. It's an electron pump. Okay, yes, you need to talk about moment of charge only now. That means voltage is connected only to coulombs. Voltage must be connected only to coulombs. Very formal definition of, yes, these are all the basic things needed before we begin electric circuits. Okay, and we should not get a doubt later. Okay, fundamentals, basics. What is 1 volt? That's a question. You have to connect it to coulombs. So the very formal definition is this. I have 2 points, point A. I have another point, point B. Point A, point B. I have to move 1 coulomb charge. I have to move 1 coulomb charge from point A to point B. I have to move. Able to follow me?
Yes, sir.
I'm moving only 1 coulomb charge. That means so many number of electrons. What is 1 coulomb charge? 1 coulomb charge, 6.25
1.25
into 10
into
power
10 power
18
18.
electrons. You are moving so many electrons, okay, as per our earlier definition, from point A to point B. So instead of so many electrons, we are keeping it very comfortably 1 coulomb charge. I want to move 1 coulomb charge from point A to point B. Otherwise, the proper definition of EMF says this, okay? When you are moving 1 coulomb charge from point A to point B by spending 1 joule of energy, because you are doing a mechanical work. What mechanical work? You are moving something from point A to point B. Yes or no? What is work done in general? What is work done in general? Force into distance. Agree?
Yes.
Common sense. Mechanical thing. Reading Anandi.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that means, yes, it is a force. Electromotive force only we are talking about. Yes, but here the distance is not important. Okay, right? You are moving something by applying a force. Okay, so relevant to that. So I'm moving 1 coulomb charge from point A to point B. Okay, to move 1 coulomb charge, if I spend 1 joule of energy, otherwise I can put the statement this way: by spending 1 joule of energy, if I move 1 coulomb charge from point A to point B, then the potential difference between the two is equal to 1 volt. Getting the point?
Yes, sir.
If you're getting the
Yes,
point,
sir.
that's a very formal definition of what is meant by the electromotive force and the corresponding unit 1 volt. Okay, by applying proper electromotive force, you are moving 1 coulomb charge from point A to point B. Okay, by spending 1 joule of energy means the potential difference between point A and point B will be equal to 1 volt. I am saying the potential difference between point A and point B equal to 1 volt, but I am saying B is positive, A is negative. Any mistake I am committing? Tell me
Yes.
whether I'm committing any mistake.
No, no, no.
I said this is higher potential. I'm saying this is what? Lower potential. Is it fine or committing any mistake?
It is fine.
Okay. So the point is, by spending 1 joule of energy, if I move 1 coulomb of charge from point A to point B, then the potential difference between point A and B is 1 volt, or point B and A is 1 volt. What should I say? A to B or B to A? What should I
A,
say?
Both the same, I think.
A and B is
No,
one.
if I say A to B 1 volt means A is higher potential, B is lower potential. If
Okay.
I say B to A, B is higher potential, A is lower potential. Tell me which one has to be higher potential, which one has to be the lower potential here.
B to A.
That's why I have defined everything.
Electron flow only, no?
Yes. Yes, charge flow, electron flow only, correct? Electron flow will happen from higher potential to lower potential in an electrical circuit. Already I have given.
Electron flow will be
You feel like
minus.
this is the source connected here. This is negative, this is positive. It's a 1 volt battery, and pushing 1 coulomb charge and making energy spent is equal to 1 joules. Now, is the statement correct? I'm saying B is positive, A is what? Negative. Tell me how the electron pump action will takes place. Electron movement from lower potential to higher potential, or higher potential to lower potential? Electron movement. That's why all the fundamentals already given.
Lower to higher.
Yes, because EMF is a electron pump. It is pushing the electron to go from lower potential to higher potential. Agree? Are you following? Ramya following?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Harini able to?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes, that's a point. So, what is the formal definition? By spending 1 joule of energy, if I move 1 coulomb charge from point A to point B, then the potential difference between B to A is equal to 1 volt. So that means VBA is equal to 1 volt. Then tell me what is the connection? Tell me what is 1 volt now. I want to know what is 1 volt. Connection is this. I want to make something like this. 1 amps is equal to, I know 1 coulomb per 1 second. I know 1 watts is equal to 1 joule per watt. 1 second. Getting?
Yes.
Shortly, 1 coulomb per second. Shortly, 1 joule per second is equal to 1 watts. Now, 1 volt is nothing but, okay, in similar, okay, way. Similar to this, 1 volt is nothing but 1 joule of energy spent to push 1 coulomb of charge. So it is nothing but volt is nothing but
Joules.
joules per
Coulomb.
coulombs. Hereafter volt is nothing but joules per coulombs. Okay, getting everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
1 joule per 1 coulomb. Now let me go for a new power definition. What is power? 1 watt. Power is a watt, correct?
Yes.
Power is denoted by watt. What is power in electrical circuit? You will happily say it's voltage into current. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
How do you know that? In the interview, I'm asking you, how do you know power is equal to V into I? Can you prove it? How do you know power is equal to V into I? Can you prove it? 1 minute, stay online. Yes,
Power is dW
dW by?
by dt, right, sir? So the rate of
Yes,
work done
power
is power.
is dW by dt. Then how we got
dt.
it?
So dW. So we can introduce dq means
D?
rate of
Rate of?
charge dq multiply
Okay,
divided
and
by
current
dt
is equal
dt.
to dq by dt.
dt
We can say rate.
dw
So therefore it is
dq is
variable.
v.
Yes, I can say this I.
Yeah. And dw by dq is v.
dW by? Okay, okay, fine then. So what is power? What is power? 1 watts, correct? Power is watts, right?
Yes, sir.
Power is watts. What is watts? What is watts? 1 joule per 1 watts is 1 joule per second. Agree?
Yes.
Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Shall I write this as 1 joule per 1 coulomb divided by 1 coulomb per 1 second? Any mistake I'm committing? 1 minute. I'm committing a mistake. 1 second per 1 coulomb. Any mistake I'm committing now?
No.
Divided numerator and denominator by a coulomb. Yes or no? All of you getting?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me what is the resultant? 1 joule per 1 coulomb into 1 coulomb per second. Easy? What is 1 joule per coulomb? 1 volt. What is 1 coulomb per second?
1
1
1
amps.
ampere.
Then 1 volt into 1 amps is equal to 1 watts, resulting in power is equal to V into I. Getting everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's a basic fundamental connecting energy, power, voltage, and current. Understood? So hereafter in electric circuit, we can happily use power is equal to V into I, because 1 watts is proved as 1 volt into 1 volt into 1
1
amps
ampere.
can be taken as granted. Everyone, getting everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's a slide to remember. 1 amps is 1 coulomb per second, 1 watts is 1 joule per second, 1 volt is 1 joule per coulomb. So automatically we get power is equal to V into I. From this only we deduced power is equal to I square into R. Power is also equal to what? V square by R. Will prove them later. Okay, so power will have 3 equations like your Ohm's law. V is equal to I into R. I is equal to what? V by R is equal to what? V by I. So by manipulation, you will prove. Okay, yes, that's what I'm saying here. I'm exploiting this Ohm's law only. What is V? What is V?
IR.
And then substitute, what do you get?
I square R.
I square R. Okay, then what is I? Replace I now. I is equal to V by R.
Mm.
Then what do you get? V square by R. Easy?
Yes, sir.
So basic thing is power is equal to V into I, and combining with the Ohm's law, we can also make power as I square R and V square by R. So everything is proved. So hereafter we can use them in electric circuits. Okay, clear everyone?
Yes.
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 Yes, sir.
So with this, we'll conclude the day. Any doubts till this point? If we have any doubts, the basics are introduced. And tomorrow we are going to talk about in detail the point potential concept. 1 minute. Stay online. Another important fundamental apart from the units given is the point potential concept. What we discussed today, you understood what is EMF, what is energy, what is power, correct? What is current, what is circuit, correct? And what is point potential, and what is potential difference. Point potential and potential difference. Correct? Anything else we covered today? And what is a better definition given for electric circuit? It's an energy
Processor.
processor. Okay. It's energy converter, common sense. Energy processor is a better name for that. Okay. So tomorrow we'll focus on building point potential concepts in an electric circuit. Okay. So tomorrow point potential, and mainly we are going to play with the sources tomorrow. Okay. Point potential concept and sources mainly. Okay. Sources means electric sources means they are energy sources. Energy sources can be what? It can be a DC source or it can be a AC source. Both are capable of delivering
AC
what?
source.
Power. Capable of delivering, both are energy sources. Electrical AC supply is an energy source. DC supply is also an energy source. We can transform this electrical energy of DC form or AC form into any other form of energy. Okay. And tomorrow I'll be introducing the DC sources with the point potential concept as well. Okay. Then we'll talk about the basics of uh, circuits. Very basics of circuits we'll talk about tomorrow. So let me conclude the day with one simple problem. One simple problem. You try this. Yes, you can make a note of it. You can try this. It's 2 volts, 3 volt, 4 volt, 5 volt. Point A, point B, point C. Yes, that's a point potential concept. Tomorrow we'll begin with this. Already the idea is given. Can you tell me quickly, anyone? What is point A potential, point B potential, point C potential? Quickly now. VA, VB, VC. Quickly. And tomorrow I will talk about what is VAB and what is VBC, potential difference. And VAC also I'll talk about tomorrow. Okay, today I'm keeping it simple. Yes, can you tell me quickly, anyone? What is VA? What is VA? Okay, what is this point potential?
0
What is this point potential?
at that point.
Yes. Potential raises are
2.
2.
falling, right? Falling or raising? Raising. Going from
Raising.
lower to higher. What is this then? 0 plus 2, 2 volt. So this point is 2 volt. Then again here, refer to A side. Going from lower to higher. Lower to higher. What is A then?
1.
1 or 5?
Sorry, it's 5.
2 plus 3.
5, 5, 5.
Potential raising, right? 5. Point B.
7.
7. Yes, got it. And then point C.
Minus 2.
Minus 2. That's all. Done. Okay, that's your point potential concept. So with this, we'll build. Okay, then easily you can solve any problems belong to electric circuits. Yes. Okay, rarely textbooks will talk about or teachers will talk about point potential concept. Point potential concept will give the complete command over the circuit analysis. Without having this, you will lag in circuit analysis. If you have the point potential concept, comfortably you can play. Okay. So
Yes.
tomorrow we'll build on from this. Okay. So thank you everyone. Any doubts you can ask now. If you have any doubts today, if you are not able to follow any even simple concept, okay, you can raise this doubt now. And one more point, whenever you get a doubt, please interrupt. Okay, so make it very interactive. Okay, never use a chat window. Always unmute the mic and speak. Yes, any doubts, Ramya?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Anandi?
No, sir.
Are you feeling comfortable now? Because you only asked me whether we'll start from 0 or not. Right? Is it ideal 0?
Yes, sir. Ideal 0 now.
Ideal 0. Harini able to follow?
Yes, sir.
Okay then. So thank you everyone. So we'll meet tomorrow same time. Okay.
Sir, thank
Thank you.
Yes. So any doubts you can
you,
also
sir.
WhatsApp. Okay. If you come across any doubts, you can WhatsApp. Just take the snapshot. Try this once again. Just take the snapshot of this slide. Try this once again. If you are not feeling comfortable with the answers, try this once again.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Thank you everyone. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Good
Yes.
night.
Thank you, sir.
Good night.